Hey guys, Don here. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. I just had last couple of days I was at my strategic coach, which is basically something I go to every 3 months. It's usually in Toronto, but because of this whole COVID thing, we've done it virtual. It's not the same experience. I can't wait in 3 months to go back there. I've been doing this for a while, and so certainly if you guys think it would benefit you, I've been doing it for about 7 years. I think it's because I'm a slow learner and I like to slowly pay money to other people, but it's helped my business, but mostly it's helped my personal life. And I learned a couple of things. That there's two really kind of big things, and today we're going to talk more on a personal note about family. I have 2 young kids, and they're 5 and 7 right now, and I was talking to one of the other. He's a dentist that's in this group. This isn't a group that's all full of, they're all just entrepreneurs. We're not just podiatrists or dentists or doctors. It's a lot of financial planners and other people. But he said, one of the things that really helped him the best was a tip he learned, and I wanted to share this. And I've been trying this out with my little boy. He's 5, because they're always saying, I don't know, this is the struggle I have. Dad, can we do this, or can we do this, or can you watch this, or can you do? And I always say, what do I always say, and probably what you say as well. I'll do it later. Well, that later never comes. We're always looking for this huge chunk of time where we can spend with our kids, and very rarely do we have this huge chunk. And so what the tip was is he said, when they ask for your time, you say, yes, I have all the time in the world for you for the next 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever time period you want to give. So being really kind of present with them in their activity, what's really important to them. And I did that yesterday. My son wanted me to look at something that he had made with Legos, and I was thinking, I usually say, I'll look at it later, but I looked at it right then, and I said, I have all. And what I did though, and what the key, which I'm learning this, right, is I looked him in the eyes and said, I have all the time in the world for the next 3 minutes with you. And then I looked at him, and I was really there. And then after about 3 minutes were done, I said, okay, Daddy's going to go take a shower or do something else that I had to do. And he was totally fine with that. And I think they kind of flourish when we actually when they give them time. Whereas in the past, I used to just push it off till the evening, and I'm always, we're tired after a hard day. That was the first big tip, is the 3 minute, kind of the 3 minute rule. I have all the time in the world for the next 3 minutes. And the other thing that has really, really helped both my kids and my relationship with my wife, it's called the next time rule. And you might not like this, but it's really, really helped us. I don't criticize for what's done, because what's done is done. And so what I always do is I say, next time, would you do this? So for example, if my kids do something and I dislike it, I said, next time I want you to do something else, because I can't change about what they did. And the other way, what's the other way? You get mad at what they did. Why did you clean up your room? Why didn't you do what I told you? Why did you make that big mess? And I always say next time. And especially this helps with my wife, whereas we both do it for each other. We always say, well, next time, because we can't change what's been done, but we can always change what's done next. The whole kicker to this is kind of funny, is that my kids have learned this now. And as a parent, it's kind of hard, because they do something really bad, or not really bad, but something I get really annoyed with, and they say, Dad, next time I won't eat all those chips in the bag, and so you have to be sure how you're gonna kind of deal with them if they use it against you. But those are kind of the 2 rules. That was one of the kind of the personal notes that I learned about from Strategic Coach this last quarter. The other thing that I kind of took away with Coach is the importance of community. And whether it be virtual, whether it be actually in person, I much prefer in person. And I as I was doing some soul searching, I feel like that's the real reason I like to do all these interviews with people. It's because I'm having interaction with people, and that's the reason I like to treat patients. That's the reason we all kind of get motivated and inspired by being with people, and that's what inspires me. And so being in this coaching environment. So I would recommend for you guys that are listening, if you're not part of something, I've tried a lot of different things. And so just some suggestions would be, I did Toastmasters for a little bit, which is a public speaking thing. I did BNI for a little bit. Actually, quite a few years I did BNI. Now I'm doing this strategic coach where I go every quarter, so every 3 months I fly to a place and I talk to each other. There's these this 12-week reboot or 9-week reboot that Tyson is doing with Jim. There are different other types of groups, and you have to really make it fit into your life. And the reason I like the strategic coach format is because it's once a quarter. It's one whole day, once a quarter. That works for me. Other people like, and it's during the daytime. It's like 9 to 5. That's what it is. Sure, I fly out and I fly back in, but it's that one day, once a quarter. What's hard for me is like the evening events. Like it's 1 hour once a week. It's hard for me to get any traction, because I'm so busy with family and things like that. That 1 hour once a week thing is just kind of a hard thing for me. Doing it online kind of is a hard thing for me as well. So you have to figure out what you want to do, and if you could have your own even local mastermind or be part of one of these other groups. A lot of people have some great groups out there that you might find beneficial. So that's just what works for me now, and probably because I have young kids, right? And I don't want to travel a lot, and I don't want to give up my nights. But you have to set that up for you, and when you find, okay, hey, what am I willing to dedicate? What type of time am I willing to dedicate to make my practice better and also make my life better? A lot of times with these groups, what actually improves more, what I found, is my life. Having more balance, better life. I think the financial things happen over time, but the real the benefit, I think, is the life. So anyway, that was kind of a random rant. Hope that was helpful for you guys. You have a great day. Bye.